Hello everybody, my name is Shirley Sides and I'm the art teacher at Phoenix Primary School and also Ilderton Primary School. So I have a very wonderful job and I get to go around every class in the schools and teach every child art. And it's the greatest job I've ever had and I really love it. And I'm sorry that I can't get in to see you at the moment and share our art together. But I'm going to make these little films every week and you can access them from YouTube and you can see if you can make some of the things that I'm hoping to make with you over these next few weeks. It's very difficult because we're used to seeing each other face to face and it's very odd looking at things on a screen or people that we love and know on a screen. And I'm not able to visit my family at the moment, so I'm feeling quite sad about that. I won't be able to give them a hug, but hopefully this situation is not going to last. But while it lasts, we're going to make the best of it and we're going to see if we can do some art. Now you're at home, I'm at home, so we're going to use bits and pieces of resources that we can find easily in our homes. You don't have to buy anything in particular. Maybe as you get to know how these little films work and how art works, you'll be able to make up your own resources and collect things that will be useful for you to make your artwork. So today we're going to start off with decorating a little twig that you might find in the park or outside your house, one of the trees along the footpaths where we live, or maybe you've got a garden or you know somebody with a garden who would be willing to donate a little branch or a little stick or twig to you. So if I look over here, I can see something that somebody has made. We did this in school. Some people made these in school. Here's one here, it's a bit more finished. And you can see what it is. It's just a little branch from a tree and we've decorated with all sorts of things that you can wind around it. And that's the key. There's no set pattern of this. I'm not giving you directions about how to do this. I'm just sowing seeds of ideas in your mind so you can have your own ideas. But I'll take you around and just show you some of the things that I have found in my house that you might have, or maybe somebody you know might have. So I've got a little bag here of wools, knitting wools, craft wools. If you know anybody in your family, maybe they can donate something like that to you. This is something else from my cupboard. This is used for mending the hem of your clothes. You iron it on. Nice easy way to make things be the way they should be. This is called, we used to call it Wonder Web, and you can see it's ribbon-like. It's quite delicate, so if you pull it too hard it'll break. But maybe we could incorporate that into our designs as well. I've got here a bit of ribbon. I'm sure you've all seen ribbon. We use it in school too. If there's somebody who does your hair or somebody who makes clothes that you know would have a little bit of ribbon like this that you could commandeer for your piece of artwork. I found a bit of edging here. This is a very fancy one. That would look quite exciting. Maybe it's too exciting. Maybe we need to be a bit more creative about what we would use. String. A lot of people have string in their homes for one thing or another. This is normal string colour. If you wanted it to look different, you could colour it with your felt tip pens. Might take a bit of time, but you can make your own bespoke piece of string. I've got some of this here. You probably find it in your kitchen. This is aluminium foil. We could do something with that. I've got here some strips of tissue paper. Sometimes when people give us presents, they wrap it in tissue paper, so we could use that. Again, it's quite delicate. I've got a slightly thicker bit here. Maybe you could very carefully, if you turn it, twist it, twist it, twist it, twist it. It would make another good thing that would look good on your little branch. And I've got just paper, coloured paper, cut in strips. Maybe paper that's been round, something you bought in the shop. Some foodstuffs have sleeves that have bits of paper that you can use. So we're really focusing on things that you've got in your house, not buying specialist equipment at all. Wire is really good, but I haven't got any wire at the moment. Sometimes I use picture wire. You see this one that I showed you at the beginning, it's got like goldy wire around here. People use this for hanging pictures. Maybe if there's an old piece of electrical flex in your home, you could ask one of the adults if they could help you to get the copper out from the inside. You just cut off the plastic bit and you can see the copper wire inside. Of course, you do not go around chopping up the wires, but you ask the adult if you could use that. So, first thing I've got to do is to choose my piece of branch that I'm going to use. So these, any of these will do. This one's perhaps a little bit on the thin side. We'll not have that one. This one's quite good. Any of these are quite good. So we're going to start off with some wool. Easy peasy. So you cut yourself a bit of wool, whatever colour you would choose. You're going to need a pair of scissors. Wool is very, very difficult to break with your hands. It really hurts your hands, so don't do that. If you can, if you ask some of the adults who look after you if they could get you some coloured pens, a pencil, a pair of scissors, little craft scissors, and some glue. I have got this stick of glue here, like we have at school. It's not the most fantastic thing for holding on wool, but you can give it a try. The important thing is that you can try things. If it doesn't work, you can choose something else. So I have my thumb at the ready here. I put my thumb on the edge of the yellow and I start to wind it round the little branch. If I wind it back over the beginning bit, can you see it? It holds it tight so it doesn't slip off. And so very carefully I wind up. Here we go. You can do it as neatly as you can. If you want to leave gaps, you can leave gaps. But I want this to be quite nice and neat like that. Turn my stick if you want to do like that. That's quite a quick way of doing it. Now I have a problem here because this is going to unravel. So this is where the wire comes in quite useful. So I haven't got any wire, so let's try the glue here. So if I put the glue on the woolly bit, try to get as much as you can on it, and then give it one more wind around, and hopefully that will hold. I'm not going to trim it off just yet. I'm going to leave it like that. Let's try some paper. Paper is going to be easy to glue with the glue. So I put it on the stick, put my thumb on and go round, and as I go round it obviously holds it quite tightly. You can turn the stick like this or you can wind it round with your hand. It doesn't really matter how you do it. So this time I'm going to glue this down. I've got my little bit here. I'm going to put the glue on the paper so the paper will stick to the paper with the glue. And if I leave a little end there, I can neaten up afterwards. This one's not coming on too well, let's see. Okay, let's try a bit of silvery stuff now. So I've got my tin foil here, and I'm going to very carefully tear a little strip. Like that. Doesn't matter if it's a bit wobbly. So very delicately I'm going to put this on the stick and hold it on with my finger or my thumb, and I turn round the stick like this here. I'm going to leave that, and I'm going to use my glue, put the glue on the tin foil, and whoopsie, it broke off. And it works okay. That's holding on quite well. Okay, let's try attaching a leaf here. Okay, so I'm going to get a piece of wool. I'm going to try orange this time, and I cut myself a piece of orange. If it's too long, it doesn't matter because you can trim it afterwards. So again, hold the wool with my thumb and I turn round and round as I did before. And now I'm going to try and attach the leaf. I've got my leaf here, and I put the leaf on the wool, hold it with my thumb like I did before, and just wind around. Doesn't need to be lots and lots of rounds. Okay, this is where the wire comes in handy because it can hold on the wool, but we haven't got that. So I'm going to try some blue wool to carry on my design. Cut myself off some wool. There it is. If it's too long, it doesn't matter. So, nice and tight. I've got my orange wool here. Let's put the blue wool on, hold it with my thumb and finger and go round again. And the blue will hold on the orange as well as itself, if I just keep it nice and tight. So this time I'm going to go behind the leaf. Oh, and I've broken it off. Let's attach it again. Hold the leaf on. Turn it round with the blue, like that. And let's go right up here. Just to hold it on nice and tight. Okay, we can trim all the ends off afterwards. When you're at the park, you can find other things like bits of bark or feathers are quite good for attaching. So I'm going to just attach one more thing now to this to let you see. I'm going to use my piece of ribbon. Here's my piece of ribbon. I'm going to tie it round. Okay, difficult to show you and do it as well, but we'll do our best. Tie it round like that, and then you can tie a knot here, and if your hands are very dexterous you can have a go at tying a bow like you tie your shoelaces. Not doing too well with this. I'm sure you'll be able to do a better job with yours. Okay. You can open that nicely so it looks good. Once that finished, so the next thing I want to do is trim the ends. So I'm going to trim the yellow, the blue, the orange, this blue here, and that's all the ends. So I end up with a nice little decoration. Didn't take me very long, doesn't cost any money, and I hope you really enjoy doing it. You can attach it to the wall of your room with a piece of blue tack, or you could put it along a picture frame. There's one little layer on the picture frame. You can put your little finished designs up there, and then when you see it the next day, you can remind yourself of what you did and how you enjoyed it, and there'll be some more art activities for you to do in the future as well. Maybe you've got other brothers and sisters who are younger or older, or mummy and daddy, or your auntie or granny, whoever's in your house. Maybe you could be the teacher and you could show them what to do and give them some ideas. But the important thing is that you think about different ideas, not just trying to copy me. Try and think of your own ideas of what you could use for your stick design. Doing art makes you feel good. It gives you confidence, and it makes you realise that you're a different person from everybody else, and it makes you realise that your mind works differently from other people, and that is so wonderful. And I hope you really enjoy using your mind in that way. I'm hoping to do 2 little films like this every week, so keep a watch out on the YouTube channel. Excuse me, I'm not used to talking at home. So have a good day and have a go at making something really good. Bye.